Yes, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the final round of the Best Manager competition conducted under the initiative of the Entrepreneurship Development Club and in association with the Department of Commerce, Bishop Moore College, Mavelikara. And it is with immense joy that I welcome each and every one of you to this meeting. And it's my privilege to welcome Dr. Vimal George Kurian, the head of the Department of Commerce, CMS College, Kottayam. Thank you.
It's my privilege to welcome our second judge, Nirmal Abraham. He is a management consultant, columnist, and a corporate trainer. He appears on political analysts on mainstream media outlets in Kerala. He also appears in various newspapers and journals. He's an MBA rank holder, and he has also won the 35 best manager titles across India. So I welcome you, Nirmal.
Thank you, Rob.
And Dr. Anup Chandrasekharan Nair, again, is an eminent member of faculty in the Department of English, Bishop Moore College, Mavelikara. I also extend our welcome to Dr. Sajeev VP, the head of the Department of Commerce, Bishop Moore College, Mavelikara. Dr. Ashish Varghese, the coordinator of the Entrepreneurship Development Club. Mr. Rahul, the coordinator of this event, and other faculties of the department and of the college. Welcome, everyone. As we have our first contestant, participant 164, the judges, if you are ready, we can start with the interview.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I'm participant 164, and for this video, I thought I'll be extremely unique, and I want to explain how a best manager is by using daily items or things that are around me to show you what a best manager, what skills he should have. First up, he should have the knowledge of 10 books. Second, his mind should be as sharp as a dagger. Third, he should be as safe and as caring as a sanitizer bottle. And fourth, he should communicate as freely and smoothly as this guitar. So I personally believe that these skills embody what requires to be a best manager, and which I truly hope I can portray today over the course of the next 6 rounds. Thank you so much.
Hi. What's your name?
Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Good afternoon. My name is Akash.
Okay, Akash, what is your role? What was the task given to you before this?
Yes. So the task that I was assigned, apart from filling the Google form, was that it's a simple situation that I am the head of a chemical factory. And
wait. So you think it's a simple situation? That the death of 3 people is a simple situation for you?
Not also. That was actually colloquial. I didn't know the interview started.
No, you said that. That's not colloquial. That's proper English. You said the death of 3 people is a simple situation for you.
I apologize for the language there. I was just hinting at the round. I didn't know.
What is the name of your firm? What is the name of your firm?
Nothing has been mentioned in the situation.
Nothing has been mentioned. I'm asking you about your company. Your company. What is the name of your chemical company?
Yes. So the name of the firm is Adarsh Chemical Factory.
Adarsh Chemicals.
Yes.
Is it? What? Okay, define chemical. What is a chemical?
Chemical is anything.
Anything.
Absolutely anything can be broken down into chemicals, right? So the air we breathe is broken down into oxygen, and there's hydrogen and oxygen in our water that forms H2O. So chemicals is probably.
So what is the chemical formula of salt?
I'm sorry?
What is the chemical formula of salt? You own a chemical firm. You should know this.
So it's NaCl, that's sodium chloride. That's the most.
Okay. So what happened? What happened on the day? What happened on the day?
Yeah, so it's an extremely important event that took place within the factory limits. So we are currently working on a chemical component that is involved in the production of vaccine that India is going through, the current pandemic that India is going through. So we are building a component for the vaccine. So it is extremely unfortunate that
we don't want to know what you're building. The situation here is 3 people have lost their lives. Okay, they have 15. The first person, Mr. Akash, has 5 children. The second person, Prasad, has 6 children. The third person, Prakash, has 4 children. Altogether, you have to fund the education and life of 15 children. And all we want to know is the amount that you're willing to compensate. What is the amount? We need 24 crores. That's what's been demanded by the families.
have always been a part of a family. We don't consider any part of hierarchy and anything like that. And I'd like to reiterate the fact that you can never value or measure a life. You can never just say, hey, a life is worth 10 crores. That is not right. You can never put a value on a life.
Listen to your speech.
How can
Just
you
tell
say
us
that?
what is the compensation that you're
Because
willing to
these people are earning for their family. How can you say that?
I'm sorry, sir, you're lagging. I couldn't hear you.
How can you say that? These people are earning for their families, and
Exactly.
how can you
So
say that
I
they
have
cannot be 10 crores?
I have a detailed compensation plan that I'd like to discuss with you. Considering the fact that you are stakeholders, I'm sure we can get to a common conclusion. So if I could go over with the compensation plan that I've decided. So first up, it is we can consider them as national heroes, considering the fact that they were working on an important component that is required for the vaccine production. And I'd like to reiterate the fact that
you're working. Okay, hold on. My question is, did you use them as lab rats? That's my question. Did you use actual people? You're not even allowed to use animals as lab rats these days. You used three of your employees as lab rats. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that why they died?
No, sir.
Is that allowed? That's my first question.
Do you ever knew that you're in a very dangerous process?
Sorry, sir, I can't hear you.
Why are you so stressed?
I'm not
stressed. Why are you so stressed? You're guilty or what?
I'm not stressed. I just feel extremely bad.
You look terribly stressed. You look terribly stressed.
So we are a part of a
There's
big
no smile on your lips.
Look at him. He's smiling. He's smiling.
You're smiling. You're insensitive.
At the death of 3 people. Come on, at the death of 3 people, you're smiling.
Are you insensitive?
And losing a family member is nothing but a very stressful situation. And all I want as the manager of this company is to get through a common solution for the betterment of all the stakeholders. So if I could go ahead with the compensation plan that we've thought of, it'd be better so we can reach a common solution.
We don't need to plan.
Did you ever have any safety measures in your company? Did you ever have any safety measures?
Yes, sir. We do comply with the industry standards. Whatever the government has told us, we always comply by it. But this incident is
Then how did this explosion happen? How did this explosion happen? Come on.
This incident is nothing but a huge eye-opener. So because of the initial lockdown, the factory...
Huge eye-opener. Simply saying that you are not prepared for this at all. You haven't gone through any of the procedures that need to be in place. Now you're saying it's a huge eye-opener. How can you say that again?
So we comply with all the safety standards, and it's extremely disappointing that such an incident has taken place. So it happened because we were in lockdown and the factory had shut. So when we went back to production, things weren't in proper check.
So you didn't check it.
How will you react if this happened in your family? How will you react?
So these 3 employees are part of my family. We are a huge family. And that's exactly why I am so emotional about this. And that's why I'm so stressed about it right now.
You don't be very emotional about it.
You just told me that you're not stressed. You just now said that you're not stressed.
So I did reiterate that I'm extremely stressed because they are.
So you initially, when I asked you, are you stressed? You said no. And
yes,
you smile.
You are stakeholders, and since this
no. I just want to know, initially, when I asked you, are you stressed? You said that I'm not stressed, and you give a smile also, and that's what the other judge pointed out.
Yes, sir, because this is a
stakeholder. So you have a habit of lying, right? You have a habit of lying.
This is a stakeholder meeting to discuss about the compensation plan, not about how I feel. I will talk to the factory counselor after this because all of us are going through a great...
Adarsh, isn't that your name? Adarsh?
Akash, sir.
Akash, how did you register your company? Please explain to me the process because I have a feeling that you don't even run a real company. How did you register the company? What was the process?
So there are certain set standards by the government.
Yeah, I know that. I want to know the process. We don't have a lot of time. Just tell me.
Yes, so we are an LLP, so we register through the normal process. Yes, you go to the registrar.
What is the normal process?
Yes,
you're the owner of the company, you should know that.
You go to the registrar, you fill the company form,
you go to the registrar physically carrying your files. Is that what happens?
Not also. You obviously make an appointment, then you.
Okay, what is RUN in relation to the registration of companies? What is the acronym RUN in relation to the registration of companies? What does that mean?
So I'm sorry, I'm not aware of any.
You're not aware. This is what I said. I'm not.
I hope you can enlighten me by telling me.
I can't. Yeah, RUN means reserving unique name. You probably haven't done that. You're not a real company. That's what it means.
So obviously we did outsource the entire thing to a person who's a professional in registering companies. I am pure.
And you're completely unaware. Is that what you're saying? You're completely unaware as to how it happened.
I personally believe in education and learning, and this is something that is unique. So I'm glad that we have had this conversation.
Yeah. You learn at the expense of the depth of people. That's what's happened today. Tell us the compensation that you're willing to pay. That's all that we're going to get. Yeah.
All right. So the 3 employees are extremely dear employees, and we will be paying their salary until their age of retirement. So let's say one of the employees is 40.
We don't need that. We're not happy with the plan because all of them are over 50 years old. They don't have a lot of time left, but they have combined 50 children. We need 24 crores. That's the amount that we've reached. That's a conclusion that we've reached. Can you agree to it or not?
I have other solutions as well. This is not.
We don't need another solution, as you said.
Do you agree or not?
So we have 3-4 solutions because one plain compensation plan does not make sense. We believe we must have a holistic.
It makes sense to us. It makes sense to us. That's what you have to see in this. Okay, we're talking about the death of 3 people. We're talking about the livelihood of 3 families, and that matters to us. All we want to know is, are you willing to pay 24 crores as compensation to these 3 families and their children?
So the overall package will be 24 crores through these 3-4 programs.
And I'm done with you. I'm done.
So if you're willing to listen to what I have to say, then it'd be great, because I have many compensation strategies that would be good for the families as well as our company financially. So
can you quantify the total plan? Can you quantify the total plan?
So you cannot put a worth on life. It's 3 extremely important.
Yeah, we would like to put a worth on life at the moment, because that's a struggle that they're going through. Quantify
the best possible option now.
I'm sorry, sir, I cannot hear you.
That's the best possible option now, right? Lives have been lost.
Exactly. So these 3 members are also our family members, and we must understand we're all going through a tough time right now.
That's true.
If we can communicate and get through to a common solution, that's probably the best way that all of us could talk ahead.
The solution is what the judge just now said, Mr. Nirmal just now said.
Yes, sir. So if you're willing to listen to the strategies that I have in hand, it'd be great, because then we can not only talk about the financial, but as well as the emotional.
Akash, do you know there is no negotiation in case of death? There can be negotiation in business, no negotiation in case of death. We are talking about death here, and we want 24 crores. The families want 24 crores.
I understand there is no negotiation.
Are you able to provide that or not? Yes or no? It's a clear yes or no question.
Legally, we are not bound to pay. It is in the contract.
You're not bound to pay. You're not bound to pay. You use
exactly. So we are not bound to pay. This is what we're doing is because they are 3 family members, and we feel like we'd like to do something for the betterment of them as well as us. So not only are we willing to pay until their retirement age, we are creating a fund for them until
I'm sorry to say, Akash, you've been an utter failure in this task. So for task achievement, I'm going to give you a big 0. Let's move on to your resume, because this is not working for us. Okay. So
Akash, there's one question that I'd like to ask you. Yes. How did you answer this? In a scale of 1 to 10, how violent are you? Because you seem to be pretty violent right now. You seem to be very angry and very stressed out.
As I did say, it's a very
given an opportunity, given a chance, you would have come and bashed us up, isn't it?
Not at all, sir. You are important members of our family as well. And
we are important.
No, forget that scenario. I'm asking you a different question. From a scale of 1 to 10, how violent are you? How did you fill that up?
So I just considered my past events of where things have angered me, and I saw the way I behaved to it. And this
how did you rank yourself? You filled up the Google form right now, isn't it? 5 minutes back?
Yes, sir.
So how did you rank yourself on scale from 1 to 10?
So, sir, obviously it is a very subjective answer.
What is the rank? What is the rank that you gave yourself?
I gave my rank a rank of 2, if I'm not mistaken.
2?
Yes.
So what does that mean? That means that you're very violent, right?
No, sir. 1
obviously, because 0 is the most violent, 1 less violent. That's how it goes. So no, 2 sir. Means you're extremely violent.
I consider the fact that 1, because a lesser number than 10, 1 means least aggressive 10.
How did you presume things? You should have asked me.
So as a manager, I think it's important that we stick to industry standards. It's always like 1 is minimum and 10.
Which industry standard you're talking of? Why are you getting stressed?
Not at all, sir. It is
getting angry
because 3 of our family members have passed away.
No, forget that. That scenario is over. We're not talking about that. This is not that. It's not connected to that. We're talking about the form right now. It's a different question, also a different issue altogether. Okay, so forget that part is over.
All right.
Okay, so here's my question. You said you are okay in your resume. You've written that you are a brand evangelist. Okay. First of all, explain what a brand evangelist is, number 1. Number 2, who is the brand evangelist of Google, of brand marketing?
All right. So brand evangelist is, in simple terms, is a brand ambassador of Vodafone Idea.
Okay. Yeah, got that. Who's the brand ambassador? Sorry, who's the chief evangelist of Google?
I am completely unaware, so it'd be great if you could educate me on this.
I'm not here to educate you. I'm here to ask you questions. Stop saying that. Okay.
I completely understand, but life is a learning process.
Third question. The second question is, you said you like music. Okay. You don't seem to be a good manager because you don't seem to be good in managing us, the 3 judges. So my question is, I'll come to you. I'll come to your area of interest. Your area of interest is music, right? What was the number 1 song on iTunes last week? Simple question.
So I'm guessing it's Olivia Rodrigo's song "Driver's License."
Absolutely not. I'll give you a clue. It's a rapper. It's an American rapper. He was a boxer before this. You don't know, right? So you've been lying all along, even in your resume. You don't know what a branch of
Not also music is personal choice.
So what is
How do you describe yourself in one word? How do you describe yourself?
So
was the question that was there in the Google form again. How do you? What did you choose?
So I'm completely unaware. If you could inform me on what
you just filled the Google form, right? Which wherein you were asked to describe yourself in a single adjective: aggressive, funny, indecisive. Which is the one that you chose?
Yes, sir. So I chose funny.
Funny. So we don't need funny managers, right? You're a joker or what?
So you always need managers who can improve the morale of the team.
Are you funny? Would you describe yourself as funny?
Akash,
that's ridiculous.
Right,
Isn't
Akash,
it? A funny manager?
I'll give you a chance.
You'll be subject to trolls.
Yeah, I'll give you a chance. Okay, make us laugh. You're very funny, it seems. So
okay, you're funny. Yeah.
So, but 3 of our members have passed away. I don't think it's the right time to make jokes.
Oh, my dear 164. That's over. That question's over. That situation's over. It was just a situation that we gave you. We moved on from there.
I completely understand. So, but however, this is the final round of a Best Manager. This is a comedy event. I'd love to talk to you outside this, and maybe we could crack jokes as friends. But with taking the situation of the seriousness of this event, I believe that not even.
I don't know how we should we'll be able to make you understand that situation is over. We are asking you other questions. You're supposed to answer that.
You are now Akash.
My answer now is Akash. So I am guessing I'm funny. So that's great to see because humor is important.
You're guessing you're funny. We don't think you're funny. How about you crack a joke and make us laugh? Let's see how funny you are.
Yeah, let's see if there is one more live from your side.
Not at all, sir. I believe that after this, if we could meet and talk and then...
No, right now. Make us laugh.
Sir, only 1 more minute remaining for the participant 164.
That's a timekeeping is right now. Akash, don't worry about it. You make us laugh.
I mean, to be fair, it did said funny, indecisive, or aggressive. Funny is the safe answer, and that's why I chose it. And you and I both will agree you would do the same.
Okay, so you always look at safety, your safety at the cost of truth,
and my voice as well.
Okay, one final question from music, because we don't, it doesn't look like we can give you a mark from management perspective. So I'm going to ask you one more question from music. What is the name of the person who runs the band Owl City, and where is he from?
So I'm completely unaware. If you could tell me, it would be great. I like.
You're completely unaware. So you're not an expert. Hold on. You're not an expert in marketing. You're not an expert in management. You're not an expert in the jobs that you've done. You're not an expert in your area of interest. How do you think we should grade you? How much score should we give you?
However, I'm an expert in being a human. I make mistakes, and I would love
to. Yeah, like killing 3 people in your factory. That's what being human means, doesn't it?
Members as well, and I have learned a lot.
Your time's up, buddy. Sorry. Very disappointing.
Sir. Hopefully, you could teach me a lot more after this interview. Thank you so much.
Yes, hopefully, yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hey guys, so here is a quick introduction of me, Fox number 161. So I'm a person who's very inquisitive, likes to be outgoing, and gives you the best solutions to your specific problem as a manager. So here, let me introduce you to life rather than introducing you to me. So life is a sea of opportunities. As you can see with these specific pens, there are multiple opportunities. Some are similar, some are not. And we have to make sure to capture each one of these opportunities. So from this sea of life, I'd like to introduce you to me. So as you may already guess, I am this person over here, who's of a different color from all the others. So this just goes to show that I'm a person who thinks differently and does differently than what the others do. So I'd like to seize opportunities which nobody can seize, and I'd like to imagine opportunities and forecast opportunities which not others can visualize, right? So I'm a person who's set apart from the others, thinks differently from the others, and does differently from the others. And I personally believe that I am the best manager for your specific company. Thank you so much.
So judges, it's folks number 161.
161.
Yes, 161. And 161.
Why did you write that your love life is most important for you?
So my love life is most important for me because I know that there's always a person who's there to care for me, right? In this present world,
more than your family, your parents, your love life is more important to you, right?
Yeah. So I see, the thing is, I just told that it is important for me. It doesn't mean that I'm going to let go on
that means that it's secondary to your parents. Your parents are secondary to your love
life.
Yeah. Okay. I'll accept that. Yeah, I'll accept that wholeheartedly.
That's very selfish of you.
No, I would prefer it's a very relative thing, right? Love is a very relative thing. What might be
relative? Yeah, that's relative, but the parents are not relative.
Yeah, I'm saying by relative, I mean that it's different for different people. So
absolutely true.
Yeah.
But like,
Tell me so.
I understand that you're a very selfish person. Like, for people who've taken care of you all these years, you would easily sacrifice them for the girl in your life.
So maybe, sir, that's my preferences, right? So I have seen there's a better growth with this person. So
That's why you're saying that you're selfish.
That's why, as a home minister, you're a failure, right?
Yeah. So see, I am a.
That's why, as a home minister, you'll be a failure, because ultimately, if there is a beautiful girl who comes in and tells you that you got to ditch your country, you're going to do that.
Yeah. So see, let me answer. So let me answer. I'll answer. I'll answer. Yeah, I'll answer the question.
Because if you can ditch your parents, you can ditch your state, and you can ditch your country too.
Yeah. So for me, I
agreeing to what I said.
Growth. I'm a person who prefers growth, right? So for a person like me, future is what depends more. And as you've told me, there's a serial killer on the outlook. So as a result of that, I prefer my future growth.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What am
I just asked you one question. What is your number? What's your name?
161.
What's your name? What's your name?
Mohit.
Yeah, Mohit. I asked you if you could ditch your parents for your love.
To me, I asked you a question.
Mohit, I am asking you this. If you can ditch your parents for your sake of your love, how can I be, as a home minister, you're going to ditch your country? Mohit, if a beautiful girl comes along and asks you to do that, you'd possibly be doing it.
Mohit, my question is...
so I'm fine with it, right? As long as
Mohit, my question is...
You got to answer my question first, Mohit. I asked you first.
Probably you got a different task.
Now you got to decide between us. Whose question are you going to answer?
I think there was a mistake in giving you the task. I guess the task which was given to you was a mock press conference. It wasn't this.
Incompetent, Mohit.
No, I'm not incompetent. I think the people press.
So you're not able to decide as to whose question you're going to answer. You can't even tell what kind of manager are you going to be.
I think you've messed up the rounds.
There's a person who moderates, and I can't.
Mohit, I asked you one thing. I asked you, if you could ditch your parents for the sake of your lady love, how can I be? As a home minister, if a lady comes along and asks you to ditch the country, you're going to do that. You're going to sell your country to the country.
Mohan, this isn't your task. Listen to me, Mohan. Mohan, this isn't your task. This isn't your task. You got the task switched. Can you listen to me for once?
Why don't you answer my question?
You got the task switched. This task wasn't meant for you. This task was meant for another guy. Rahul just messaged me saying this wasn't your task. Your task was a mock press conference.
Okay, fine. Then ask.
You're answering the wrong question.
So you ask the person. Wait. First of all, you are the person who is supposed to ask me the right questions. I'm just
blaming. I don't want to listen to your speech. You don't have a lot of time. You answer the question first. Here's the question. Okay, you have to do a mock press conference. You are MS Dhoni.
All right, perfect. Go ahead.
Okay, MS Dhoni. Okay, how many siblings do you have? How many siblings do you have?
And
what are their names?
Okay, fine.
MS Dhoni.
MS Dhoni has one brother, if I'm not wrong.
One brother. Okay.
Yeah.
Your performance seemed to be declining.
You don't even know who you are.
Yeah, he doesn't even know.
My performance keeps declining.
Yeah, your performance keeps declining. So much. When was the last time you scored a 50? 2019. That's when you scored a 50.
So I'll tell you, it's in the World Cup, right? It's in the World Cup.
What is your average? I'm talking about the IPL. I'm talking about the IPL. You scored only a 50. It was 2 years back. And the fact that you can't even remember that you have a sister shows that you're old.
Okay, fine. You should specify that it's the IPL, right?
Why do you keep on blaming us?
There was a World Cup in 2019, right? Yeah, there was a World Cup in 2019.
There was a World Cup in 2019. I'm talking about the IPL.
Against Australia. I scored a 50 against Australia.
I'm talking about the IPL. No, you didn't get a 50 against Australia. You scored 27 of 15 against Australia. Okay, so stop lying about that. Either you're lying or you're forgetting because you're getting old. That's the point I'm trying to make. You're 40 years old. When is your birthday? Forget
so are
that.
You just like every other person? Yeah, when is?
When is your birthday? When is your birthday? You're MS Dhoni. You don't even know your birthday.
7th of July.
Listen, please stop shaking your head.
You just looked at your phone. You just looked at your phone.
I don't have my phone.
You just looked at your phone.
Look at my hands.
You don't have your phone.
Right? So when I answer right, you can allege that I got it wrong.
What is this?
It's very clear. You're cheating, you're lying, and you're selfish.
Mohit, how many times you cheated in exams? How many times did you cheat in exams?
I wholeheartedly accept that I have cheated in my exams, but I'm not going to use that as a way for you to question me, right?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah,
He's done it before. He's done it before.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, man, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, go ahead. Next question, please.
I'm disappointed. You're getting 0 from me. Thank you.
Okay, fine. The others, please go ahead. If you are
Wow.
Nothing much to say about this.
Answer my question.
Wow. That's great. That's arrogance.
I mean, that is
arrogance.
very
You know how much-
arrogant and rude on your part.
Okay, fine.
To
Then
talk
go
to
ahead.
Mr.
Yeah. So I would
You
prefer
don't-
that
you-
he is the one being arrogant because he just
No.
wants to
That
ask
is very
questions,
rude.
right?
I mean, he's ultimately he's senior to you in age. You shouldn't be talking to him like that.
Yeah, so I'm accepting, like I'm open for questions from him. He only said he doesn't want to ask,
I
right?
mean, you just dismissed him like that.
He's the one
You
who
said it's
dismissed
fine.
me.
I
He's
don't
saying
need your
that he
marks.
doesn't
I'm
want
giving
to
him a
ask
0
me,
for
right?
sure. I asked
Okay.
you many questions. You've been answering, Dr. Anoop, sir, for quite some
When I
time.
gave
and
the
you-
correct
you
answer, you alleged
You didn't give me the correct answer. You didn't give me
You
the
never
correct
gave
answer.
any good
Okay,
answers.
not with the
You
first one,
never.
not with the second.
July
Forget
7th
it,
is his
forget it. You're getting
birthday.
a 0. You
July
don't need my
7th
score.
is my
is what you said.
birthday.
You don't need my score is what you said. You're getting 0 from me. End of
July
story.
7th is my birthday.
End of
So I
discussion.
gave the right answer. Okay, fine. Next, please, Dr. Nair.
No, I've been asking you a question. You have not responded to that still. I
Yeah,
think
please go ahead.
same
Please
as
go ahead.
Mr. Nirmal. I'm
Let's
terribly
go one.
disappointed
Let's take
with you.
one question at a time.
Maybe Mr. Vimal wants to ask a question. That's
No, there's nothing I want to ask because you've proven that you are selfish, you lie, you cheat, everything is there. Now prove that what I've said is wrong.
Prove that. I didn't get you. Can you please come again?
It's very clear that you're lying, you're cheating, you're selfish. Everything is there. Now, why don't you prove that it's wrong?
Okay, let me go ahead. So firstly, I didn't lie. I don't have my phone near me. 7th July was my
You said you
birthday, and I
cheated in the
clearly
exam,
remember
right?
it because I
You said
myself
you
was
cheated
born
in the
on that
exams.
day, so I
Mohit,
didn't lie.
Mohit,
All right?
Did you say
you said that you
in the
cheated in the
exam?
exams
You did.
previously, haven't you?
Sir, I'm not able to hear you. I think there's a lag.
Did you cheat? You said you cheated in the exams.
Sir, there's
Am
been
I
a lag,
audible?
so I can't hear you. 1 second. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
please go ahead.
you know what? He's been using a lot of techniques. Now he's using the stalling technique. He wants to stall.
Nirmal, am I audible or not audible?
You're
Yeah, now you
absolutely
are-
audible.
now
I
you're
was not
audible.
even I was not even close to my laptop, but I can hear you a mile away. And this guy is saying that he can't hear you.
Okay,
Wow.
please
So
go ahead.
Nirmal,
Go ahead with
yeah.
the next
So
question.
that's the way you do things.
Please give me the next question.
Next question is: Did you cheat in the exams or not? You
Yeah,
said
that,
you
but
did.
that was 20 years back, right? When I was a young-
So as a manager, suppose you defraud your company once, do you think people are going to trust you?
Okay, fine. So I am a person who believes in learning from mistakes. So I teach it 20 years back, and I was taken into task for that. My teachers punished me, and I learned from that. And I
Hold on. How old are you? How old are you, Mohan?
as MS Dhoni, right, or Mohit? 'Cause
How
you're
old are
asking a lot
you?
of questions.
You said you cheated 20 years back as you copied for your exams, is what you said?
Yeah. So he told I was MS Dhoni.
How old are you? So you're saying MS Dhoni cheated
Yeah.
in his exam?
You asked me three. You give me three personalities. So who am I supposed to answer from?
You're confused, Mohit. You're confused. As a manager, how will you handle stress?
Whose point of view do I answer from?
It's for you to decide. You are the best manager. You are here for the best manager.
MS Dhoni is not going to go ahead and become a best manager. I am going to become a best manager. So let me talk.
Are you so sure? Are you so sure?
Yeah, I
you
am.
just dismissed the judge saying I don't need your marks, and you're so sure that you will be the best manager.
You were the one who said you won't give any marks. Right?
You dismissed me. You dismissed me. You could have had. It's called negotiation. You could have had a negotiation with me. You didn't have it.
Right, I asked you 5 times to please ask me.
You dismissed it. End of discussion. I just got in to see how funny it is. Okay, because your stalling technique looked really funny to me. I just want to see it. That's it. No more questions from my side. No more marks from my side. Sorry. You can speak to the other judges.
Okay. Mohit, I give you 1 minute. Anyway, you've taken that serial killer thing up, right? And I want you to talk about that.
All right. So this is my
30 seconds. Yeah. 30 seconds.
All right, perfect. So as the Home Minister of Karnataka, I'd like to talk about how H.T. Sangliana was an important police officer who has done taken up multiple operations and has captured people like this.
Come to the point. Don't talk about anybody else.
I mean, you're beating about the bush.
Okay, fine. Yeah, me as a Home Minister, I'll be appointing H.T. Sangliana as the main head for an operation which we carried out to capture.
You're talking as though 5 mosquitoes were killed. You're talking about people getting killed.
Yeah, so that
people
person.
Give me an answer.
That person, H.T. Sangliana, will capture the serial killer. That's what the operation is for, right?
How do you know that?
My question is, why did you wait so long?
That's called belief.
What were you doing all these days?
I have belief in a person such as H.T. Sangliana, and that's called belief. And if you don't have belief, you won't achieve anything.
Yeah, that's true. But what were you doing so long? Why did you wait so long for people to get killed?
So the thing is, it went off out of our hand very quickly. So we didn't know that all of this was happening. And we as the Home Minister and me as the Home Minister of this state, we only take a press statement when we have proper facts and evidence, right? So we won't just go ahead and make a statement without any evidence. So now that we have evidence, we can make a press statement, and we are open to questions from Mr. Nirmala too.
I'm not Mr. Nirmala. I'm Mr. Nirmal. Thank you for that. I was thinking of
You're making fun of him deliberately.
Okay.
That was deliberate.
I was thinking of giving you a 0. I'm going to give you a -10 now. Thank you.
That was deliberate, isn't it? You're taking
It
revenge.
was deliberate. It was deliberate.
You're taking revenge. So you want to name me also?
Sir?
You want to name me also like that?
No, Mr.
Anupama
Nair.
or something?
No, Mr. Nair is enough.
Okay.
Any more questions? I'm open now. Mr. Nirmal.
So how would you describe yourself? What kind of a person?
Yeah, okay. I'm a person who's
other than being a liar and a cheater and all that.
So other than that, yeah. So other than being a liar and a cheater, I'm a person who's very outgoing and likes to take situations head on, right? And I'm a person who likes to take up a lot of activities and make sure that I do it to the best of my capabilities. All right. So even
what
when
kind of activities? What kind of activities?
Yeah, anything for that matter. Let's take a corporate viewpoint from that matter. All right. During my college days, I took up a lot of organizing events when it comes to fests. So I got a lot of on-ground experience from that, and like to inculcate that into my job, which I get as a best manager of your company. So as I already mentioned in my resume, also I have experience at 3 internships over the last 1 year. So as a result of that, I've gained a lot of experience.
That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Why were you thrown out of the first internship?
It wasn't thrown out. It was a duration type internship. So it was
3 months?
Yeah.
3 months each. That would only make 9 months. You're lying again.
No, the first one. I said the first one was the 3 months.
What was the second one?
How long was the second working at a company right now? Yeah, tell me.
No questions, buddy.
What was the? Yeah, sure. Yeah, any other question?
Yeah. What did you write about your favorite vacation destination?
New York.
New York. So that's where you go when crisis happens at home, right? As a home minister? That's
no,
how
right.
you escape the situation.
That wasn't what I felt. I felt that is my vacation destination. I never told that I'll go there when my state is in a crisis, right?
Okay, Vimal?
That's somewhere where I go when there's free time. Yeah.
Why New York?
Why New York? Okay, so basically for me, New York is something
because you don't value India.
No, that's not that. I always stayed. See,
you have a colonial mindset.
If I didn't value India, I would have stayed in New York for my whole life.
A colonial hangover.
No, not hangover, sir. So basically, I am a person. If I didn't value India, I would have stayed in New York my whole life. But I've grown up.
Why New York?
Why New York? Okay, fine. So firstly, it's the show Suits. So I watched Suits and I've seen how the setting was in New York, and I love the whole idea of how people grow up the ladder of management. So they go from the lower rungs to the higher rungs in New York, right? And I love the setting over there. And
what do you say about the racial discrimination there?
Racial
goes up the ladder. You don't have many blacks there, right? Going up the ladder like the whites do.
Last 1 minute.
I said as a person,
last 1 minute.
I want to be a person who goes against the racial discrimination which happens in New York. So they discriminate the Asians for that matter, and I myself as an Asian.
No, so why do you want to go there? Why do you want to go to such a place where? So in your company,
yeah, okay, fine. I'll answer that.
You'd be practicing this.
I'm a person who wants to go against that and prove a point that this does exist, and I can still make it a big thing over there. In a city like New York, making it big is a huge.
There are many like you. There are many like you who shamelessly go there to make a career in spite of all the discrimination, and that's not a statement. I mean,
yeah, okay, fine.
You're still a second-class citizen. Why are you going there to be a second-class citizen?
There aren't many like me. All right. Firstly, I'd like to prove that point that there aren't many like me. There's nobody like me, and I'll make it a point that I'll go there and make it happen, and I'll prove everyone wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello everyone, my Fox number is 149. I am doing my Bachelor of Arts in Economics. I have also done a diploma in Human Resource Management. I always believe in Newton's third law, that is for every action there is a reaction. So that I am very working hard right now because I want to do a PG program in London School of Economics. Right now I am doing some internships in different companies. For example, I am working as the Human Resource Intern at Jagajit Industries, Delhi. I have also done a Junior Research Analyst program at HGPT Kochi, and I have done several programs like Ambassador for International Model United Nations and I am Bangalore's Vista, and right now I joined as a Sales and Marketing Intern for SBI Life Mavelikara. I always believe in Uddishta Jagrada Prapyavara Nirubodhita. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening, all. The one thing that I always believe from my childhood itself is there is a small reason for every issue.
Hold on,
and
hold
on
on.
that
Hold on,
issue,
hold on,
we
hold on.
always make fights, everything.
Where are you
But
going
we
with
don't
this?
think about the results. That is the after effects of that
I
issue.
will stop.
Did
Can
we ask
you
you introduction?
hear us? We were going to ask you a question. Why are you already starting? You're late in the first place, and we were going to ask you a question. You're starting off with a monologue. What kind of respect is that for an event like this?
Sir, I'm not at all hearing. Hello?
I'm sorry? Yeah, that's a good trick.
Sir,
That's a good trick. What was
Sir,
your task? What was your task? What was the task given to you?
sir, the task given to me was to speak on the topic. I'm given a Nobel Prize for Peace.
Yeah, so what Raul sent to me was that you won a Nobel Prize in 2021. I don't understand that. Number one, because 2021 hasn't been a very peaceful year. Number two, if anyone deserves a peace prize, that's the lockdown. And number three, the Nobel Peace Prize hasn't been announced. It will be announced on October 8th, 2021. There are 329 candidates for it, and your name is not on that list. Why are you lying about that?
So one thing I want to share is that every year there is something, some issues may be there, but the way we overcome is that the real thing. We have to overcome every situation.
How did you bring peace to the country? How did you bring peace to the country in the midst of a lockdown?
Amid of the lockdown, of course, even in the lockdown, even in the COVID situation also, the countries are fighting. For example, the Palestine and Israel issue, we can see that the COVID is happening, but still the countries are fighting.
You're wrong in that.
Sorry, to the point. What are you trying to tell?
Hello. So what?
I understand that, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Sir, actually, I was having good internet connection till morning, till the evening itself, till the last sessions. Now, suddenly I lost.
So now that, you know that you'd be asked difficult questions.
For sure.
Connection has gone. Now that you know that you'll be asked difficult questions, your connection has gone, right?
No, sir. It's the truth, sir. But I'm here.
I don't understand. Like, the question, difficult questions you can't hear, but when I make a statement, you're able to hear that. How is it so?
No, sir. I didn't mean like that.
See, just now you can hear me very clearly. But
Okay,
when Mr. Nirmal asked a difficult question, when Dr. Vimal asked a difficult question, you're not able to hear.
So I really wanted to say that I don't know how to prove that I'm not having a proper.
Okay.
Right
there
now,
is just one more question. Since when have you been lying? Right from your childhood, or is it just for this program?
No, sir. I don't lie that much. I used to lie in such situations where I have to save myself.
Okay, so that's what you're doing right now. Thank you for accepting.
No, not at all, sir. Thank you.
What's your name? What's your name, by the way?
Sir, Adams Jimmy George.
Adams. Okay, Adams, answer the question. I asked you this. You said you won the Nobel Prize of 2021. It is a prize that hasn't been announced yet. How come you have won that?
Sir, the prize is yet not announced, but I believe that
we'll have a liar as a Nobel laureate.
No, sir. No, not at all. A liar can't be a Nobel Prize winner.
Okay, define judgment.
Yes, sir. Define sir,
judgment.
Sir, like define.
What is judgment?
Judgment.
Judgment.
Judgment means how we interpret things.
That's it?
That's not judgment. You know what you're showing right now? Lack of judgment. Lack of judgment. That's what's going on with you.
Okay, give an example of when did you give an example of when did you last exercise a good judgment?
Good judgment.
Stepping out of your home?
No, sir.
Or staying in a place with a good connection.
Or telling that there is no connectivity?
So I want to say that I don't know how to prove that.
Okay,
even
fine.
my house.
Tell me, give me. I mean, you're escaping the question. Tell me, when did you last display good judgment?
Display good judgment.
You're not sure about that, so you never did it in your life, I presume. Right?
I don't remember such a situation, sir. I don't know how to explain the situation.
That's what.
Okay, Adams, what is your area of interest?
My area of interest, sir. I'm studying economics and I love economics.
You love economics?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is Trumponomics?
What, sir? I didn't hear you.
Trumponomics.
You can't hear this, I know.
I don't.
What is Reaganomics? Yeah, that you know this. Reaganomics.
What? Sir, I don't know, sir.
Adamonomics.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll give you a prize after today, and the prize won't be for best manager. It will be for best actor. You're a very good actor.
There's one more question. What's your name?
Adam, sir. Adam Shimi George.
That's audible. He can hear that. He cannot hear Trumponomics.
Yes, sir. Sir.
You heard of Donald Trump? You heard of Trump?
Yes, sir.
He's the president of Pakistan, right?
No, sir. He was the president of United States of America.
Yeah, so you heard of Trumponomics? You're studying economics and you love economics. You've not heard of Trumponomics?
No, I have heard, sir.
So what is it? That's what he's asking you. That's what he's asking you. I suppose that's what Mr. Nirmal, you're asking you.
In the first phrase, I misunderstood the question, and that's what I said wrong.
Okay, so now you know the question. Answer it. You know the question now.
Trump economics means the economic procedure or the economic activities done by Donald Trump as the president of United States of America.
So you'd support his steps that he's taken.
Give me a few examples.
New example. One, America first. It was his during the election also. He was already saying that America first. So, from my point of view, it was good. To an extent, it's good because from India itself, many people are flying to America, and Americans first is a good economic activity. Or from his as an Trump economic spot, it's good.
Okay, if you were to start a business in your locality, what business would it be, and why would you start it?
Okay, I'll start a recycling industry because last time when I was doing my first year, I have done a research paper on recycle industry. So I love to start it.
What is green marketing?
Green marketing, selling green products means with eco-friendly or environment-friendly
products. Don't be vague with your answers.
How green are you?
Green products?
Green products, I don't know, sir.
Thank you for being honest.
How environmentally conscious are you?
Sir? How conscious, sir? Can you repeat that question?
How eco-conscious are you?
I think the right question. I think the right question should be how conscious are you? Because he's
How eco-conscious? Eco-conscious. I don't say that I'm too much eco-conscious, but still I am because I can. I'm doing it. I'm starting it.
His policy is mostly reach environmental unfriendliness.
Sorry, sir. I don't know that, sir. Sorry.
Why are you sorry for that?
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you a task. Okay, the shirt that you,
The Google form that was circulated with you, you had mentioned about an iPhone feature. What was that?
So the 3D.
That will be the useless feature that iPhone will be having. Why
sir, actually, I also don't think that it will come up in the coming years. But still,
then why do you feel it like that?
It should come, sir. Everything is changing. Even I recently I have heard in an interview that the American or Hollywood films are trying to make 3D films.
Why don't you then think about something which is more environment friendly or environmentally useful? You're talking about 3D display, which nobody even needs now.
Sir, it doesn't mean that, sir. Every time something new should come up, so that we have to adapt with that. When computer came, no one accepted it, but it doesn't mean that computer was bad.
So you can adapt. You step out of your home, then you can adapt. Is that what you tried to say?
Maybe, sir. Because right now, so it was a very critical situation for me, of course. Because I'm a person. I have written in that Google form itself. I'm a very emotional person. Right now, I was very much emotional because till evening I worked, and right now my internet connection is gone.
So how can such an emotional person be a good manager? I mean, if you're touchy about everything, if you're emotional.
Sir, human being is an emotional quotient is important because as a manager, he should understand the employees, right?
If you cannot really handle a situation like an internet outage without being emotional, how are you going to handle a company?
No, sir, I am handling right now because I never quit. My father asked me.
You said that you're emotional.
Yes, I'm really emotional because
and that's why the nervousness is seen on your face. But that nervousness is seen on your face and your voice.
No, sir, that emotional that doesn't mean to stop me. I have to overcome that.
Adam, you have to keep that. You have to keep that aside at your home when you go to office. Okay, let me ask you one simple question. If you work for a hardcore sales firm, what type of leadership would you follow? Autocratic leadership or democratic leadership? Hardcore sales firm.
Sir, a semi means in the middle of both, because I won't be an autocrat.
This is the problem with indecisive.
I know you won't be.
Emotional people are indecisive.
But that won't work in a sales firm.
Indecisive? No, sir, I don't say that, because I will be an autocratic, because my attitude sometimes is like a democratic, so I'll have to act as an autocratic in an organization.
You can't do that.
You're not being sure at all. See, this is what I said, indecisive. Once you say that you will be democratic, and then you say that you'll be somewhere in the middle, and then you say that you'll be autocratic. It's absolutely muddled up thing.
No, sir. I believe in what I say.
We can't understand what you say. Initially, you said you're somewhere in between being democratic and autocratic.
Yes, of.
Then you said that you'll be democratic, and then you said that you'll be autocratic. Very confusing.
No, sir. What I said was the question. According to the question, I answered simply that I will be in between both democratic and autocratic. But I understood.
Adam, there are two things that you have to fix today. Okay, after this conversation, one is your connection, and second is your emotional intelligence. You can't be an autocratic leader with that kind of emotional quotient. You're very emotional. And I can see that. We can read that. That's not a good sign for a good manager, let alone best manager.
Okay, sir.
Why do you have tears in your eyes right now?
What, sir?
No, sir. Tears in your eyes.
No tears, sir.
No.
He's hiding it with the glasses.
No.
You're using the glasses for that, right? You're crying. Sir. You're crying because the internet went out.
Not at all, sir. I won't cry because till I reach the final round. It's very proud
that means that you're lying. You said you're emotional, and now you're saying that you didn't cry.
No, emotional
disturbed because of the internet outage, and now you're saying you don't cry.
Sir, emotional doesn't mean that you have to cry. Emotional is in the heart.
Okay, I'll give you one chance, okay, to prove your worth. The shirt that you're wearing, I believe it's in Alan Solly, okay? Now try to sell that shirt to one of the judges for $1,000. If they agree to buy it, for $1,000, this is for real. Okay, whatever that is. Okay, I don't care. 1,000 rupees. You try to sell it to them. What is your pitch? Give your pitch. I'm not going to buy it. You try to sell it to either Dr. Anoop or Dr. Wimal. Please, your time starts now.
$1,000. Sir, both of you, sir, please listen to this. Tomorrow, I'm going to be a big man or something like to be in a great position.
Are you begging or marketing?
How are you going to sell it to me?
No, sir.
Why does it matter?
Sir, once again, I didn't hear because scooter was moving. Sorry.
They wouldn't want to buy.
You're on a scooter. You're going somewhere.
No, sir. I'm standing outside my house because of internet connection.
Okay.
So this is something that
you wear at home. Wi-Fi, right? You're stealing your neighbor's Wi-Fi.
No, sir. No, sir. I don't.
There is no Wi-Fi.
There is no Wi-Fi near my homes because it's a rural area where I think only my house have Wi-Fi nearby locality.
So how are you going to sell the shirt? Your time's almost up. Try selling the shirt.
I'm sorry, sir. Okay, I'm sorry, sir. Sir, so when I visited, being put there, and we have seen in so many newspapers that those people's dresses are sold for this much money, or those people's cars, their old things are sold for that much money. So if you buy this shirt, it will be great for you because you will remember it in the future.
It won't be great for us. It won't be great for us for two reasons. One, it's filled with sweat. Two, it's filled with your tears. So we don't want to buy that.
These two things are wrong, sir. Because the first thing, the sweat, because no, it's a rainy climate here and I don't sweat right now.
You've been walking around a lot. You're very stressed.
Okay, so that adds to it. The rains, the sweat, and the tears.
Yes, one more minute.
The lights and the internet connections.
No, sir. There is no sweat. There is no tears, I'm sure, because I was emotional. That's true. Because I was working from the morning and at the evening at the same exact moment when my final interview was going to happen, my network connection was poor.
You will never make a good man. You will never ever make a good man.
What's your name? Adil. Were you thinking?
No, sir. Adams, sir.
No, initially you said it was Adil.
Sir? So
you said Adil initially.
Adams, sir. I said Adams.
You told me it was Adil. You told me that your name is Adil.
No, sir, I didn't. I'm sure.
Why are you angry with me? I mean, be cool.
No, sir, I'm not at all angry. Sorry, sir.
He's very emotional. He's an emotional actor.
Okay. See. I mean, were you afraid of this? Were you afraid? Were you thinking of an internet outage? I mean, were you afraid that this might happen?
I'm not afraid. Yeah.
Were you thinking about it?
Because yes, sir. Of course. Because usually.
So
no
you are a
plan,
negative
sir.
thinker, right? You think about
No,
negative possibilities again.
Of course.
Because right from the morning you're thinking negatively, and that's why this happened.
It's not negative, sir. It's not negative.
You said that you were afraid right from the morning. You're thinking whether internet would go or not.
No, sir. It usually happens at my home because, sir, I have already said it's been raining from afternoon itself.
Adam, your time's almost up. I want to tell you one thing. Okay, one of the qualities that is really required in a manager is to be proactive. You haven't been proactive today. Sorry, haven't been proactive. And fix your internet. I hope this doesn't happen to you in a real interview, in a real job interview. So fix your internet. Try to be more proactive the next time you're around.
Okay, Adam's
sure.
And I want you to explain to me what proactive means.
Thinking out of the box?
No, absolutely not.
What is proactive? Is it thinking out of the box?
So proactive means handling situation in a pro style. Handling situation in a pro style.
In a what style?
In advance. Okay.
In the professional style.
Thank you. The time for interaction with 149 is over. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. This is Fox number 145. I'm from Hyderabad, Telangana, and today I'm going to be introducing myself using some products. Firstly, I think I'm like a watch because I always like to keep working. I can't sit idle. So I either engage myself in some activity or take up some internship or life project. Next, I'd like to say that I'm like a calculator because I calculate every decision that I take at any point of time in my life, so that I know how it's going to affect me personally and professionally in present and future. Lastly, I'd like to say that I'm like an empty book because whenever I'm working in a team or in a company, I'd like to fill myself with all the skills and all the knowledge that I get from that place. Thank you.
So that's Fox number 145. 145, you have Mr. Nirmal Abraham, Dr. Vimal George Kurian, and Dr. Anup Chandrasekharan Nair on your judging panel. All yours.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why are you late?
And it's not visible? The picture is not there?
Is it not visible?
Now it's visible.
Okay, tell me why you're late first.
Radhika, why were you late?
So my name is Prachi and I was
Radhika, Radhika, I understand like your name is Radhika. Why are you late?
I'm not late, sir.
You're not late. Okay, Radhika, can you describe yourself in 2 words?
So I will, but my name is Prachi, not Radhika.
Radhika, 2 words, just 2 words.
So my name is Prachi Agarwal.
Radhika, I asked you to describe yourself in 2 words.
Confident and happy go lucky.
You're angry with me?
No, I just said
Can you introduce yourself in a song? Okay, Radhika, can you introduce yourself in a song?
Meeting stop.
Introduce yourself in a song. Yeah, with a song. Come on. You're not going to get that kind of time.
You said you're confident. You don't seem to be confident.
I am confident.
Yeah.
You're not singing. Mr. Nirmal has been asking you since long.
I'm just not singing because I sing horribly and I don't want your ears to pain.
I mean, whatever. He's asked you to sing, you've got to sing.
Yeah.
You have to sing. Asked you to sing, you've got to sing.
So, okay, I'll sing.
You got a lot of.
मैं ऐसा क्यों हूँ, मैं ऐसा क्यों हूँ, मैं जैसा हूँ, मैं वैसा ही हूँ.
We asked you to sing. Yeah, now sing.
I sang. You want me
That's a song?
Okay,
That's
you said,
song?
yeah, translate it.
The song goes like, first he asked, why am I like this? But then he accepts himself. He's like, whatever I am the way I am.
That describes you, right, as a person.
Right. You seem to have won a few awards here and there for marketing and management. You seem to be an expert in marketing. So what is the difference between nano marketing and neuro marketing?
Sir, I'm not aware of it.
You're not aware. You seem to have won a lot of awards for marketing.
I've won a lot of awards in managing. And marketing.
Yeah, management and marketing. You are a digital marketing expert. That's what's written in your resume. You don't know the difference between nano marketing. You don't know nano marketing, being a digital marketing expert.
No, sir. I'm learning.
And what sort of an internship was that?
I was learning digital marketing, sir. Yes.
Nano marketing is like the crux of digital marketing. You don't know that?
Sir, what?
Oh my goodness. Nano marketing is the heart of digital marketing. You don't know that.
Then definitely I'll Google it now after this interview.
Forget nano marketing. What is neuro marketing?
I am assuming it's something related to psychology. I don't know about it.
You know, but it's not related to psychology. It's absolutely not. Okay, what is green marketing?
No, sir.
Okay, you're truly.
What is marketing? Okay, what is marketing?
Marketing is the way you portray. You reach the customer. You make the customers aware about your product and convince them to buy your product.
Have you ever done that before?
What, sir?
Have you done marketing before?
Yes, sir. I have done marketing.
What did you market?
So right now I'm handling influencers. So I make people follow the accounts of the influencers and interact with them.
Do you think that in today's world we need to market ourselves?
Yes.
Do you suppose that in today's world we need to market ourselves?
It is very important to market.
We need to brand ourselves. How do we do that? How do you do that? I mean, have you done that? And if so, how?
So, for example, if an influencer is marketing himself, the whole thing that influencer does is market himself. So if a person.
I'm asking you, what did you do to do? Have you ever done that yourself? If so, how and when?
I have made a profile on my LinkedIn. I've made my profile on LinkedIn so that people know who I am, what I've done so far, and how if I've studied, where have I studied, how I've done so many certification courses.
Okay, Prachi, is that inbound marketing or outbound marketing that you're talking about?
So I think
you seem to be lying about your profile because you think inbound marketing. What is inbound marketing?
So that's what I'm saying. I have done digital marketing, theoretical part.
You don't have experience. I think you have lied in your resume because you seem to have written so much about marketing in your resume, but you don't seem to know anything about it at all. All of these things are actually basics of marketing. You don't know what nano marketing is, neuro marketing is, green marketing is.
So that's
you didn't even answer the marketing question properly.
So that's what I'm saying. This is all of this is the theoretical part which I'm learning right now.
Okay, so you plan, what kind of job are you looking for in future?
I want to pursue something in digital marketing only.
And you're going to get married too?
Yes.
So if suppose the situation comes when you will have to, choose between your house and office, and there is emergency both sides. So what would you choose? What would you do?
So firstly, I think digital marketing is a...
No. My question is, you're very bad at comprehending questions, right?
No.
I asked you a simple question. I asked you, there is an emergency at home and there is an emergency at the workplace. And you have to choose what would you prioritize, your workplace or your home?
I will prioritize my home, sir, because at office, I'm sure if I'm working, someone else will be there to back me up.
No, there is nobody. It solely depends upon you. That's why it's an emergency that is centered around you.
At
home also.
I'm sure that at both places, I am a person who will have a backup at least at one place. So if
you're
not,
making a lot of bogus claims. Prachi, you're making a lot of bogus claims. Okay, you said you like Elon Musk. Okay,
yes.
Tell me one quote of Elon Musk. A quote.
I don't know about quote. You don't know what all he's doing right now.
Okay, so forget that. He was in the news a couple of years back for a very big reason. What is the name of his son? It's a very strange name. You should know this if you follow Elon Musk for real. Because you say you're an influencer, you should probably know this.
No,
what is his son's name?
I don't know, sir.
You don't know. What is his company's name?
What, sir?
What is his company's name?
Tesla, sir.
Okay, you're from which state?
I'm from Hyderabad, Telangana state, sir.
Telangana, okay.
Fine. Put down your favorite destination is Rajasthan. Why?
Yes. Rajasthan, because I've visited Rajasthan and I really like the place.
Any other place? That's it. You haven't visited any other place?
I have visited, but I would like to go to Rajasthan again.
You don't like Kerala?
I haven't visited Kerala, so I don't know much about it.
That's why. That's the reason.
it's a
That's the question he asked.
It's a pretty place, but I haven't explored it yet. And Rajasthan, I know what all I can explore more. So that's the reason why I wanted to go to Rajasthan.
Okay, what is your entrepreneurship? What is your entrepreneurship style? Are you a hustler, an imitator, or an innovator?
I'm an innovator and a hustler.
You're an innovator. Give me an example of an innovative business idea that you have in mind.
Just right before this, when we had the pitch presentation, I pitched that I'll be creating online delivery service app where I'll be collaborating with.
That's a red ocean strategy. That's not a blue ocean strategy. That's not innovation. Sorry, that's not innovation. I could name at least 15 delivery companies right now. That's not innovation.
That's what I'm saying. That delivery companies all deliver from restaurants. I'm going to onboard all the home cooks in India.
No, they don't all deliver from restaurants. There are ghost restaurants in different places. So your strategy is already in place. Uber has started it. Swiggy has started it. Zomato has started it. So I don't think that's innovation.
Okay, I'll try to create something like Amazon, but for farmers.
Okay, so you're switching. You don't have a vision. An innovator has a vision.
Something like Amazon.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, if you don't want that, I'll move to another one. You have different plans. You're not even clear about your plan.
They're good at bluffing, as you said initially.
Making a lot of bogus claims.
No, sir.
How would you define yours? You said you're confident, and then you said something else also.
I'm a happy person and confident.
You're a happy person. Okay, what makes you happy?
A lot of things make me happy, like dancing, cooking. I love baking, so I do that. And spending time with my family. I have a lot of cousins, so I spend time with them. That makes me happy.
Okay. So you continue doing all this even after you get into business, right?
Yes. Now, for example, I'm doing 2 internships and a life project, but I do make sure that I'm taking out time for all these activities.
Okay, Prachi, I'm going to give you a very interesting task. It's called what I call it the switch game, where you will have to speak about us, the 3 judges, okay, about how good we are, okay, and I will switch you in between. If I say on, you have to speak of the positives. When I say off, you have to speak of their negatives. And remember, we're the judges. We will be giving you scores. So try to stick well to the positives. Okay, your time starts now. You have to speak about Dr. Vimal Kurian. Okay, here you go. Start. On.
Dr. Vimal Kurian seems like a very intellectual person. I think he is more into tech because he's using earphones as well.
Off.
What? Off. Okay, I have to speak.
Off.
I think he's not interested right now because he's leaning I've heard somewhere when you're putting your hand like this and listening to some person, you might not be interested in the person. So that's one thing I've noticed.
You've lost the contest. You wouldn't like that. You've lost the contest. Okay. With Dr. Anoop. There you go. Your time starts now. On.
Dr. Anoop seems like a very sweet and a happy person. But he told my name wrong. My name is Prachi, but he kept on saying my name is Radhika. My name is Radhika. So he needs to read the name rightly before addressing someone.
Okay, and for Nirmal?
Dr. Nirmal.
I was going to switch. I was going to switch to another question.
What?
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
So are you a doctor or should I address you as sir?
I'm not a doctor. Okay. Yeah, I'm a patient. That's what I feel like right now.
About you, sir, I think you know to test a person very well. You know how to grasp. You quickly grasp what the person is capable of and what not. And you know how to roast a person. And
off.
But you don't let people talk. I think you should let the other person talk, finish the answer, and then talk.
Okay, that's it. End of discussion. You're done.
Okay. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? 10 years from now,
I see myself starting a company, trying to start a company, and also managing my family. And also,
how do you start a company? Huh? How do you start a company?
You need to register your company first. You need to under the Companies Act.
Okay, what kind of company are you planning? Yeah. What kind of company are you planning to start? Is it a one-person company, an LLP,
no,
limited liability? That is, yeah.
It's not going to. I'll start with an LLP because firstly, if I'm starting a company, I would want to gain some experience and then.
What is market cap? Define market cap. What is market cap? Capitalization. Market capitalization. What is it?
The amount of capital required to enter into a company.
No.
What is it?
Do you invest in stock markets?
No, sir.
That's it.
Why not?
Because I am not earning that much to invest in stock market.
Do you think like stock markets is speculative in nature and therefore should be avoided? What is your suggestion for a layman like me?
So your voice was clashing.
Yeah, for a layman like me, what would your suggestion be? Is it a place where it's of speculation and should people enter into stock markets, or is it just gambling?
No, so I think people should enter. My relatives are like my close uncle is investing in stocks, and I see him like if you have a good knowledge about stocks, and if you're patient, the most important thing here is if you're patient.
What are blue chip stocks? What are blue chip stocks?
I don't know, sir. I haven't invested in stocks.
Yeah, so you have to rethink that. If you're planning to invest, please rethink.
Okay, sir.
You're making so many bogus claims, speaking with a forked tongue.
No, sir.
Hard to believe you. Hard to trust you.
I started my conversation by saying that I haven't invested in stocks.
Okay, you've done your BCom, right?
That I know about it. Yes, sir.
What have you studied?
I'm doing my MBA, sir, right now.
You're doing your MBA, so you're supposed to know what blue chip company is, blue chip stock is.
No, sir.
Yeah.
That's one basics, I suppose. You know?
An MBA is that. That's another bogus claim, because if you're doing an MBA, you should know what a blue chip stock is.
No, sir. I'm honestly telling you, we weren't taught about this. And
I don't know, Dr. Vimal, that comes in BCom, right? At least, I mean.
Yes. It even comes in plus
even
2.
12th standard, I suppose.
Yes, 12th standard.
Blue chip companies are I teach English. No connection in it. Blue chip stocks are the stocks of the prominent companies, the main companies.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Say, for instance, Reliance or Tata, or they're blue chip stocks. So as
the big companies where it's safe to invest in are called blue chip stocks.
Again, you're lying. You said you don't know. Now you're saying that you know the answer.
Sir, explain me, sir.
Last 1 minute.
Got the answer from you.
Sir took the names such as Tata and Reliance, and they are the top companies. So that's what I assume that.
So you're making up an answer. Again, another lie from you.
My tone was a question. That was a question that when sir gave such names, I was asking that were these is this what blue chip?
You also mentioned that you're a very funny person. How can a funny person be a good manager?
Why not, sir? I'm a funny. For example, like now when we are for MBA,
just one more question. Is there a difference between being funny and being humorous?
Yes.
So you're funny or you're humorous?
I'm humorous. Okay.
You said you're funny.
Yeah, I'm.
Okay,
that's another lie.
Okay, let's say all three of us are your employees. We're very upset about the way things are going in the company. You're the manager. We're the employees. Okay, we need some motivation. Make us laugh with a funny remark.
So I can.
Or at least make us feel cheerful. Say something.
So I can talk about one childhood incident of mine. So when I was small, what happened was my cousins told me that whenever you're cycling and you look at the clouds, you will be able to see God. So I actually, when I was cycling, I started looking at the clouds and driving, and I met with an accident. Like when I was driving,
this is making me depressed. I might as well leave the company. Thank you. Your time's up. This is just making me more depressed. I don't want to listen to a challenge.
So where do you see in this competition? What rank would you get?
I think I deserve to win, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. The time for interaction with 145 is up. Thank you so much.